Hello, welcome or welcome back. Um, if you are new here, my name is Brooke and I am a mother of 5 children, and my husband and I live on a remote farm in central Canada. So we are pretty new to budgeting and cash stuffing, and it has made a huge difference in our finances to do cash stuffing. So if you have seen my previous videos, you know that the last few weeks I've had a very small amount of money to work with for the essentials, such as groceries, gas, and dog food. But finally, I'm at the point in the month where we got a bigger chunk of money and I can do a little bit more with it. So I do not cash stuff my bills. For me, it just doesn't make sense to go all the way to town to pull money out of the bank and put it in envelopes and then turn around and take it back to the bank to pay for things. It just doesn't work for me. So what I do is when my money comes into my account, I just immediately pay all the bills, pay it, be done with it, and then whatever is left is what I pull out of the bank and budget for all the cash envelopes. So with a bit more to work with today, we're going to do more than just the essentials, which feels so good. So let's see how much we've got. Let's start with the big denominations. You know, the one thing that I don't like since we moved from paper money to plastic money is the bills are like really slippery and it's difficult to hold without being a little bit messy about it. So we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 705. And now that I've mixed these all up, now I'm going to sort them quickly. Unfortunately, I still do not have a cash tray. One day, but you know, we're being super frugal over here, and I didn't want to have to buy anything to get started. So I just have what I have. Yeah, plastic bills definitely do not handle the same as paper bills. I do miss paper money. I prefer paper money. I guess you can't do all the same security features on paper money, but whatever. Okay, so my first envelopes are not in binders. They are what goes in my wallet. So we've got groceries, gas, health food store, dog food, and the feed store. So these are my weekly spending. I don't spend any more than this, so I don't go for coffee, I don't eat out, nothing like that, just the essentials. I think I do have $5 left. Yes, I do, in groceries from last time. So I'm going to put that aside right there, and I'm going to do something with that later. Okay, so groceries this week is getting $250. And I have really been stretching my grocery budget this month. I am quite proud of myself, if I do say so, because I have managed consistently this month to do groceries on quite a bit less than we usually do. So I'm pleased with myself. And I've never been able to actually manage that before I really got into cash stuffing. And somehow now I'm able to come in under budget. I don't know what happened there. Okay, gas. Gas is getting 50. Our health food store, let's see. Health food store is getting 40 this week. I love our health food store so much. It's just this little store that's run by a couple of sisters, and they are so sweet, and they bring in the best products. Dog food. The dogs this week are getting 65. So we'll do a 50, a 10, and a 5. 65 for the dogs. And we do have large dogs, and we do have more than one, and they eat a lot. But they guard our livestock, and they keep the wolves away, so they earn their keep. Farm and feed. I do need alfalfa cubes for the horses, and beet pulp and chicken feed this week. So, oh no, not chicken feed. I got chicken feed last week. So I only need alfalfa and beet pulp. So we're going to put 45 in there. Nothing left from last week. This one, usually I go right down to the bottom of that one and use up every cent that's in there. Okay. All right, now this is the first time that I'm stuffing using my binders, and so I'm kind of excited about that. We're going to start in this one. This binder here. I'm going to put this up here so it's not in the way, and we'll see. Okay, so my first thing is my emergency fund. There we go. Okay, emergency fund is getting $15. And before we started cash stuffing, I never had an emergency fund. I never had anything put aside for emergencies. So when things would come up, we'd end up having to pull money from our line of credit or put it on a credit card, and it would put us deeper into debt. And so to have any money at all in an emergency envelope really feels incredible. There's like a sense of security with that that I cannot overemphasize. So we have 50, 60, 65, 70. And I know $70 is not a lot for an emergency fund, but when it's more than you've ever had put aside for emergencies, it feels amazing. And I do have a little tracker in there that I'll fill in afterwards. Okay, so for the kids, I have 5 kids. Every week I put $5 in for each of them. And when they get to $15, and if they haven't spent their money by the time they get to $15, then I transfer it into a high yield savings account and start again. Because I figure the kids don't ever need more than $15 of spending money at a time. So my oldest did not spend his money last week. So he had 5 in there, and I'm adding another 5. So we have $10 for my oldest. Whoop. Okay. And then baby number 2, she also did not spend her money last week. She has 5 in there, and she's getting another 5, so now she's got $10. Baby number 3, he did spend his $5 last week. So he took that to school to buy himself lunch. So he gets another $5 this week. baby number 4, she also spent her $5. So she gets 5. And baby number 5 did not spend his $5. He gets another 5 for a total of 10. And once that money goes into their savings account, if they don't spend it, that's going to sit there until they become adults, and I will put that towards something important in their future. Maybe giving them some money when they move out, or contributing to education or whatever. So they can spend from these envelopes if they want, but if they don't, it goes towards their future. Then we have lessons and sports, and I did have a nice pile of money in there, but that was taken out. Oh, I did have some of these marked for lessons, so that one's not. Lessons and sports gets $20 today. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80 for lessons and sports, and most of that will be gone by the end of the week. But I did pay for my son's basketball trip, which was a pretty chunk of change, but it was nice to have the money already set aside in an envelope instead of, like I said, pulling from the line of credit or putting it on a credit card or skimping in other areas to make it work. To have the cash set aside was so nice. Brand new for us. This is like a game changer. Okay, clothing. Clothing is going to get $10. And my daughter was hoping to get a pair of overalls and has been waiting for there to be enough in this envelope. And so I thought we might be able to find a pair of envelopes for $30. A pair of envelopes, goodness. I thought we might be able to find a pair of overalls for $30. But when we went to the store, there was nothing to be found. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40 now in clothing. And I told her, we're in the dead of winter. Maybe in the spring when they switch out the seasonal clothes, maybe we'll find some overalls. She was pretty disappointed that the store didn't have any. Shoes. Shoes is going to get 10. And although it's currently, I think it was minus 39, minus 35 this morning. So we're in boots and snow clothes and all of that. And we will be probably until March, maybe even April. So we don't need shoes right now, but it sure will be nice to have money put aside when the snow melts and it's time to go shopping. So now we have 20, 30, 45 in shoes. Yeah, it has been bitterly cold here the last couple days. And we do live in an area where the winters are very brutal, very cold. We are used to going down to minus 40 in the wintertime and staying there for even weeks at a time. But this winter so far was pretty mild. It was hovering around, I think, minus 15, minus 10 for the last several weeks, which really felt super mild. So then when it dropped, it just felt like when it hasn't been that cold for a little bit, you really feel it when it drops. Okay, instrument maintenance is not getting anything today, I don't think. No, not today. Cello is not getting anything today. Let's see. Home, we have bedroom makeover, that's getting 10. Okay, bedroom makeover, $10. Bump to the camera. So I've got a tracker in there. I'll fill it out after. So now we have 10, 15, 20. I've never done anything special with my bedroom since having kids. It's always just been like one of those things that's just not a priority with all the other things going on. So I'm really looking forward to giving my bedroom a fresh coat of paint and maybe a new headboard for the bed. We'll see. Okay, so that's bedroom makeover. Washing machine. What did I put for washing machine? Oh my goodness, I forgot to put washing machine on my list for today. I think I might have to put a little bit more in there next week. Our washing machine, the sensors are not working or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what, and we've tried repairing it. But you know, the newer washing machines with all the computer stuff in it, when the computer stuff goes glitchy, that's really a lot harder to repair than the actual mechanical parts. So we have to like kind of fool around with our washing machine in order to do any laundry, and it takes a lot longer and it's a pain in the butt, and I'm really sick of it. And so I would like to be able to get us a new washing machine one day. Okay, holidays. Christmas. Wait, birthdays. I think I made a mistake and did not include birthdays. I might put the money I had allocated for Christmas in here instead, because we have birthdays coming up in March, and then April and May and June and all the way through. So I did have 10 in there, and now 30, and Christmas will have to wait until my next stuffing. And then Valentine's Day, I don't have anything for that. Okay, so that's that for that binder. And I am filming fairly early while people are still sleeping, and the sun is just coming up, so the light is kind of changing as I go, as the sun rises, the angle of the light, and it's shining right in my eyes. But it's so nice to have that sunshine coming through the window when it's so bitterly cold outside. Okay, so vehicles. Let's see. I don't have anything for vehicle maintenance this week. I don't have anything for tires this week. Tractor maintenance, not this week. Tractor, not this week. Hay equipment, here we go. This one is super important. I've said it, I think, in all my other videos, but we really need to replace our hay equipment, and that's a very expensive undertaking. So this week I am putting 50 in there. So now we have 50, 55, 60. Farm, let's see, do we have anything for the farm this week? No, we're using, so we need to renovate our barn, and we need to fix a lot of our livestock fencing. But I think rather than stuffing little amounts in here, these are very expensive undertakings. So I think the goal is to put money aside from our spring cattle sale when we sell some cows and calves, and use that towards the barn and fencing. Property taxes, that's not getting anything today. That's okay. Horses, here we go. Horses, veterinarian is getting $10. So now there's 15 for the vet. Supplements, not getting anything today. Bodywork and dental. This one is getting $10 today. My plan is to have $1,000 in here before the body worker or the equine dentist comes out. And I don't ever spend that much at a time, but I would like to take care of each horse's needs without having to worry about staying within a certain amount. So I figure if I aim for $1,000, then I can do whatever needs to be done and then roll whatever's left over for the next visit. So there's our first 10 in there. Horse tack is not getting anything. Horse trailer's not getting anything. And then we're going to get into our dreams. The home line of credit, we want to get that paid off this year, but I'm not putting anything in there today. Or in the private loan. Those I will take care of. This envelope I hadn't allocated for anything, but I think I've decided that this is going to be for paying off our mortgage faster. So I want to start doubling up some of our mortgage payments. So this week I'm going to put 20 in there, and with the goal being by the end of the year to be able to do a double payment. Trips, nothing. Oh, wait, no, Trips does have 20. We're going to visit family this summer, and so I do have to start thinking about that. So 20 in Trips. And then my husband's workshop gets 20. So I've mentioned in other videos, I feel like I repeat myself a lot from one video to the next, but my husband for years has been wanting a workshop. Right now he does all his fixing and tinkering and maintenance and repairs and all of that in our garage, which really just isn't big enough. And, you know, he does welding and some carpentry and things like that. And the garage is just really not a big enough or adequate space for all of that. So my hope really is to get a workshop built for him. So that's that. And I think that, why do I have an extra $15? Oh, that's why, because I did budget for birthdays, but then I put my Christmas in there. So I am going to put this in Christmas, which I think was in the other binder. Sheesh. You know what? That's what I get for doing this first thing in the morning while everyone's sleeping. I'm still kind of like groggy myself and not following the plan. Okay, so I'm going to take the 20 that I put in Christmas. No, you know what? I am going to leave it. The 20 that was supposed to go in Christmas that I put in birthdays, I'm going to leave it. And then I'm going to put let's put 5 in Easter. And let's put 10 in Christmas. We still have time for Christmas, so we'll put 10 in there for today. That's better. Now I don't have anything left. And I do have this 5 rollover from groceries last week, so that's going to be the first $5 that I put in my $5 savings challenge. Okay, so that'll go in here. That is a really beat up 5, poor thing. Let's take this out. So I just was playing around and I made this savings challenge. Let's actually just fill in the circle instead of a check mark. There we go. If you would like this, you can get it for free in my Ko-fi, whatever it is. So there's my first $5 in my $5 savings challenge. Now, do I want the tracker on top or underneath? That's the question. I think I'll keep it on top. So I also did a $10 savings challenge and a $20 savings challenge, and you can get those in my Ko-fi for free. All right, that is all the money this week. It feels really good to have more than just the essentials. All right, well, thank you so much for being here. Thanks again for all the amazing comments and all the support and all the kindness that you have all showed me. It's much appreciated. I'll see you next time. Bye.